What's up, best friends? My name is Brian Deach, and guess what? It's 2026, and it is time to do what? It's time to migrate over to SAP current workloads in a private cloud edition. I'm going to start right here, just kind of highlight this, because if I don't, I'm probably going to forget. So you might be looking at this and saying, well, what hyperscaler did we pick? Maybe you're like a pure AWS shop, maybe you're GCP, heck, maybe you're a pure Azure shop as well. Rest assured, we got your back, whether it's Zscaler or it is SAP. It's going to run across any of these hyperscalers. So we'll take that into account. I'm just going to draw the SAP cloud right here. You'll hear me refer to this, the PCE, the Private Cloud Edition, and all the good stuff that entails into that. So we're going to draw this up. And we're going to be looking at the Private Cloud Edition. And what do you get right here? Well, yeah, you get it. So you're going to have your SAP app, right? That's your S4 HANA stuff, hosted by the Private Cloud Edition. We're focusing specifically on workloads. You're going to have like that database is going to be over here running as well. And again, that's the S4 HANA running over there. But again, the connectivity tissue between your applications or your SAP applications and your users, always kind of done via the Zscaler app connectors that are over here. And I'm just going to draw two little app connectors. And the benefit of this is it's actually going to be hosted by SAP in a little K8 cluster. So they're going to be responsible for the management of all of this. And what's nice about that is it adheres to their SLAs and all that good stuff. So if we look at that, what does that really mean? Well, the application connectors have to reach out somewhere, and that somewhere is what? You guessed it, the Zero Trust Exchange from Zscaler. Because what we're trying to do here is to isolate your SAP environment, hide it from the outside world and all the bad stuff coming through. So that little arrow. And then since we're looking at workloads, I'm going to focus on, I guess, 4 specific use cases. So the first one going to be a very haphazardly drawn house, work from users working at home. And of course, we'll come over here and draw a building. So this could be an office, corporate location, doesn't really matter. That is over there where your users would be. And of course, I have to have support for like the road warriors. And so this would be my feeble attempt at drawing airplane. Don't judge me too hard. You're not my real parents, but that's okay. This one actually didn't come out that bad, so I'll come over here and highlight this as a road warrior. How about road warrior with an R? I don't even know how that even makes sense, but we'll erase it real quick. Little baby mistakes. Was that one guy, famous painter guy? Happy little mistakes. So we have our road warriors. And then last but not least, I'm going to draw this one as a web browser or a feeble attempt at it. And Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Brave, it doesn't really matter. But what we're focusing on here is like third-party type of access. As we look across all 4 of these pillars, Zscaler Client Connector is going to work for the first 3. So we'll come over here and denote that, everything that you're already familiar with. And what's nice across all these things is, believe it or not, SAP GUI going to be fully supported across any device that has Zscaler Client Connector installed on it. The caveat being Windows, right? Because that's the only thing it supports. And then you also have support for SAP Fiori. That can be done over here, but also specifically for your third-party contractors, no agent necessary. We call this kind of like that browser-based access to be able to come in here and talk to these applications. Now, what's nice about this is, number 1, this is a certified deployment. Number 2, it adheres to the SLAs. And number 3, it's great for disaster recovery, business continuity. But let's say that you've journeyed down this path a little bit already. And let's say that you're like, I don't know, you have your own private cloud set up and you have AWS. And maybe you already have some sort of a VPC peering going on right here. The good news is we got you. Maybe you don't want to have them host this. Maybe you want to have full control over your Zscaler app connectors and all that good stuff. And let's say that you already have these app connectors rolled out over here and they're doing their shiny good things hiding attack surfaces, they always will, reaching outbound over here. And they can use the VPC Peering to come over here and talk to your SAP applications. Makes life really easy. Now, what's great about all of this, number one, either design fully supported or a design or approach fully supported by SAP and Zscaler. In the first approach, where you're leveraging the K8 clusters that are hosting the Zscaler application connectors, you get to adhere by the SAP Private Cloud Edition for their SLAs, DR, and all that good stuff. If you want to venture out and have full control, do the VPC peering between, let's say, your AWS and the other AWS, you're good to go. And next, you get SAP isolation by hiding your entire SAP applications back behind the Zero Trust Exchange, because if you can't breach it, you can't breach it. And last but not least, the benefits here is across the board, whether your users are at home, in the office, the road warriors, or heck, even third-party users, support for SAP GUI or SAP Fiori completely involved here. So do me a favor, reach out to your sales team. Don't do this by yourself. We're here to help a lovely hand. Thank you for watching, and give me a like. Thank you so much.